Reiki Level 2, Video 2. Introduction, welcome to Reiki 2. This is a continuation training from Level 1. Level 1 is all about you, working with you and for you. And now with Level 2, we're extending that out. We're going to be able to take that level of healing and extend it to our friends and family, to our loved ones, and all of that type of thing. When doing Reiki, it may seem strange that you never know what really happening. Like we talked about in Video 1, it's going to do the work that it needs to do. The person's body's going to recognize it, wake up to it, and be ready to do that work. So it's not something that we can do with an expectation, and it's not something that we can understand. So we just have to trust. We have to know that the higher power, the higher source that is working and doing for that purpose, the person, their highest good is being and doing and achieving. You know, some people are gangbusters to do everything, and they're going to do it really quick and they're going to get it. Others are a little bit slower, and that's okay, because that's what makes the world go round. And that's how we have to work from, and that's where we have to work from, is in that space of letting them do, be, and become, and do the healing work that they're ready to do. There's nothing you can do that'll harm or cause ill effect on a client, because all we're doing is gently waking the energy up. We're like, oh, come on, wake up. And when we do that, we're not forcing it, we're not making anything happen. Dehydration can be an issue, so what you want to do is you want to recommend to your client that they drink water before and after, as well as yourself. Drink water before and after, because hydration is really important to keep yourself fluid and flowing. It's kind of like if you're doing a blood draw. If you don't have water or hydration, it's really hard to give blood. It's that same type of thing. If you don't have the energy hydrated, it's not going to want to really flow freely. Also, wash your hands before and after every session. That breaks. It's kind of like taking static out by putting water on there. And we have everyday static that goes on around us, and we don't want to take that into a session, and we don't want to take a session with us. Jewelry can be a distraction when you're doing a session. It can get hot. It can be in the way. I always suggest to people take your watches off, because the energy can kill the batteries. And it can also get hot or even create some problems. As you're reading in the manual, you'll see a couple of stories that I share with on that. And it's serious. It's something you want to consider. Let's see. Don't wear jewelry if you possibly can. Just set it off to the side. Take it off during the session. Put it back on when you're done. I say the same thing for a client. Don't let them wear something that, you know, could become a restriction, or something that could be uncomfortable. Just be aware of that. Working with energy, you're running a current, and it can ruin watches, like I was saying a moment ago. There are other distractions that you can have control over. Dress comfortably. Don't wear something tight or clingy, or, you know, if you feel like you're going to get cold, make sure that you're dressed warm. Make sure that your clients have a blankie that they can throw over themselves while they're working, or you can have it. Also be aware of foot odor, because many times when you're doing Reiki, you want to kick your shoes off so that you can ground, so that you can be connected to the earth a little bit easier. Conduct yourself in a professional manner, physically, verbally, and emotionally. If a client expects you to compromise on that, end the session and leave. Don't put yourself in a place where it could come back and bite you later on. And when you work with your clients, like I said, you always want to be focused and really be on the thought process of the highest good. And be there to provide for them and do the best that you can. Don't try to be something or make a promise in a Reiki session that you have no control over. You have no ability to make it happen. And you can never ask anything more than what they're ready and willing to do.